Hello, my name is Adrian Aubrey and I am the EMEA Channel and Business Development Manager for Emulex's 10 gig unit. And today we are going to explore this amazing opportunity and how we can help you take advantage. How do you make a NIC card interesting? And this throws up problem number one, is that these are not just NIC cards, they are converged network adapters. The common misconception is that a 10 gig NIC card is nothing more than a 1 gig NIC card with a fatter pipe, and this could not be further from the truth. A 1 gig card sends packets of data from one place to another. A 10 gig CNA offers so much more. We did a bit of a survey and we asked people, what is the biggest challenge that you have with 1 gig today? And the overwhelming response was they're running out of bandwidth. But also very interestingly, the second biggest problem was the fact that they've got so many 1 gig cards in their environment today that the management of those cards and the cables associated with them is becoming a very, very large overhead and draw on their resources. We also asked them, what is the application in your data centers that is driving the uptake of 10 gig? And again, there was a very clear leader in this, and that's virtualization. It is also, I think, one of the easiest to understand. If I'm virtualizing 20 servers down onto one box, I'm not going to put 20 1 gig NIC cards into that box. The other big drivers that we're seeing at the moment is both on iSCSI, fibre channel over Ethernet, and connecting NAS boxes into the network. And these are the things that we see driving the market today. We also asked them, what is the status as far as your migration from 1 to 10 gig? And again, I'd like to point out that this survey was taken back in April 2010 in the US, and I point that out because I believe that we are about 8 to 12 months behind the US in terms of the adoption of 10 gig technology. So whilst over 20% or just over 20% of the respondents to the survey said that they'd already deployed 10 gig technology, I don't think we're anywhere close to that over here in EMEA. But the interesting stat, I think, to come out of this is that only around about 10% of the people that responded said that they thought they had no need for 10 gig. This leaves us with a massive market to address and represents a huge opportunity. So do we think there is a growth market? Very much so. I mean, the worldwide market for 10 gigabyte cards grew 57% in Q4 last year, and we're seeing currently a rise of about 45% on iSCSI. So we're very fortunate that we have actually seen the growth of our CNAs and iSCSI cards go up by somewhere in the region of 3 times the average. So just drilling down and looking at some of the specific points that are helping within the One Connect adapter series, everybody's is being asked nowadays to do more with less, to reduce the total cost of ownership of any particular component. And now it's been, it's a very, very rare thing when a component can have an effect on both CapEx and OpEx. From a CapEx point of view, by deploying 10 gig technology, you will save 30% on adapters and switches and a whopping 80% on cables. And again, that comes back not just to the actual purchase price of the cables, but as we alluded to earlier, the management of those cables. This is proving to be very popular with IT managers today. Also, from an OpEx point of view, 10 1 gig NIC cards are going to be a lot more expensive to run than a single 10 gig card, and to the tune of about 40% saving on both power and cooling. Also, from the management point of view, the One Command management console is allowing you to spend a lot more time on other things rather than trying to manage your CNAs, your NIC cards and your host bus adapters. We asked people who they perceived as the innovation leaders in terms of converged network adapters today. And as you can see from this slide, we came out by far and away the biggest. A lot of this is down to the fact that we have won every design win that we've gone in for over the last sort of 12 to 18 months, and you will now find us as the default standard as 10 gig Ethernet on most of the motherboards of tier 1 server vendors. So we have been providing a rock solid reliability and stability for our partners both in the fibre channel HBA market and also in the 10 gig Ethernet market for quite some time. We are by far and away the industry leader in terms of performance. We're the choice of all Tier 1 OEM vendors now. We've shipped over 10 million ports worldwide and also have industry-leading reliability of 10 million hours mean time between failure. A lot of that due to the fact that we've put a lot of time and effort into making sure that the cards run significantly cooler than our competition. Again, the guys like our cards because of the superior data loss protection, because of the error checking, the CRC error checking, and all those sort of nice features that we add into the cards. A couple of the other features that we have in the cards which are making a substantial benefit to our customers today is the ability to offload all of the storage protocols and to deal with those inherently on the card themselves. So for iSCSI, Fibre Channel, for chimney stack offload, we're able to process that away from the main processor, which has a number of benefits that we'll come on to. One of the other things that we've introduced, which is I think an absolute unique in this space, is the ability to pay as you grow. Now we've seen this model in both storage and software for some time, but this is the first time we've seen it at a component level. And basically what it means is if you buy one of our 10 gig NIC cards, that's exactly what it is. But if the customer decides in a few months' time that he wants to run iSCSI or Fibre Channel over Ethernet, we allow you to very easily upgrade that card via a software unlock to include that functionality. So it's all built into the card from day one. You don't pay for it until you need it. One of the major benefits of using iSCSI offload as a hardware protocol rather than doing it via software is that you will see about 30% higher IOPS and a whopping 120% better CPU efficiency. And the main driver for that is the fact that it will allow you to virtualize more machines per physical VMware host than you will do if you're using a software-initiated card. This in turn, and we've done the studies on this, and depending on the block sizes you're using, this will give you anywhere between 53 and 58% more virtual machines per physical host, and in turn consume 32% less power per VMware install. This is becoming a massive benefit to a lot of the customers and means that resellers are offering the best possible solution to their end users. One of the other things, interesting features that we've introduced into the card is the ability to virtualize the ports. So any 10 gig NIC has got 2 physical ports and we can virtualize those into 4 ports per physical port. So you can have up to 8 virtual ports. This allows you to direct specific kinds of traffic over different networking ports and as such be able to offer a quality of service to a particular application, something that's very easy to monitor and track within our One Command management software package. So let's just look at a couple of the takeaway points, if you like, for the One Connect range of cards. One of the key ones there is the pay-as-you-grow server model. Again, protecting the investment of your customers and allowing them the flexibility to be able to decide a little bit further down the line if they like whether they're going to use iSCSI or Fibre Channel. The CPU offload for all protocols. This is providing not only power savings but increased CPU utilization and the ability to populate a VMware host with much more virtual machines. We have absolutely rock-solid proven Fibre Channel driver support, and we're supported by just about every major hardware vendor out there today. We also have the unified management console that not only allows you to manage our converged network adapters, but also the existing Emulex Fibre Channel host bus adapters that they may also be using in their environment. And we have, without question, industry-leading performance that we're very, very happy to prove by letting people evaluate and test our cards. Some of the ways in which we are helping our partners today is not only via our award-winning partner portal, but also through the promos that we're running through both reseller and distribution channels. We have some amazing offers on at the moment, both from a Cisco point of view and a Juniper point of view. So if you're selling 10 gig NIC cards with either a Cisco or Juniper switch, then we will give you 50% off of those cards. But we also have a generic promo whereby we will give you 50% off the first 3 cards to any individual end user customer. So you as a reseller can take that out to all of your customers. That's 50% off for the first 3 cards. It's an amazing offer. So just to finish up, we're going to look at some call to actions. really try and get out there and ask your customers what they are doing to migrate from 1 to 10 gig. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. There's a lot more 10 gig business out there than we currently think. Actively encourage you to trial our cards. It's the easiest way to prove that our technology is the best on the market. Also, send out the information pack to your customers. Let's try and educate them as to the fact that we've got a whole lot of 10 gig business coming our way and we need to take advantage of it now. Also, please try and register on our Emulex partner portal. There is a lot of information on there, a lot of co-brandable collateral that you can use to do marketing campaigns out to your end users. And also join our Emulex LinkedIn group. It is the easiest way for us to update you on a regular basis as to what's happening in the world of Emulex and the development of the 10 gig market. And familiarise yourself with our quarters promos and take advantage. There is lots of extra margin for you guys to earn out there at the moment. And really the last point is, if you're unsure about any of it, then get us involved. Just give us a call. We're very happy to come and see you, or in turn your end users, to support you in any way that we can. So I've been Adrian Aubrey. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.